This is a special edition of WeatherScope with the latest on the coastal storm threatening New England.
You're watching the Weather Channel. I'm Mike Seidel with Christina Abernathy, and even though Easter is winding down, we're still talking about snowfall here in springtime.
That's right. Early in the spring, dealing with quite a snowstorm here. We're looking at some significant amounts, and I think you're going to tell us more about that coming up.
That's right. There's shoveling snow already in the Northeast. It's been snowing for Easter in the Finger Lakes of New York State. It's still coming down in Boston. And as you get out on the roadways tomorrow morning, watch out for the slick spots. The bridges and overpasses, temperatures already falling below freezing. And as a result, we're going to see a storm for hours. You can see it winding up our surface low off the coast. The upper low, the jet stream low, back over the lake areas. Now, earlier today, we had some snow showers. Pittsburgh, back towards Martinsburg and Elkins, you can see the speckled clouds. They dissipated as the sun set. But look at what's going on between Nova Scotia and the southern New England coast. Here in the Gulf of Maine, brighter colors on the satellite photo indicating the cloud tops are cooling, so the low pressure is intensifying. The moisture is coming back in the cold air, and you know what that means. You know what it's meant all winter. Heavy snowfall, already 100 inches so far this winter in Boston. Just about every conceivable location in the Northeast has set a seasonal snowfall record. And now it's snowing again, all the way from the Berkshires back to the Poconos. Earlier today in the Finger Lake areas of central New York State, 6 to 7 inches of wet snowfall. And in this time of the year, in the springtime, a lot of times the heavier snow and the most accumulating snow occurs as you go up in elevation because the temperatures are a little bit cooler. In fact, tonight along the coast, we've had snow mixed with rain around Boston's Logan Airport, but back in the interior where Jeff Morrow was reporting from, a couple of inches already on the ground, sticking to the highways in those areas. You get back away from the coast, temperatures already down between 28 and 32 degrees, and that's where we'll have the biggest problems. But also remember, we have a very high sun angle right now. The sun right now packing as much punch as it does in early September. So even though you won't see the sun tomorrow in Boston and a good deal of the Northeast, that radiation will bleed through the clouds. It'll be absorbed, especially by those black surfaces, the macadam, the asphalt highways, and that will cut down on the real serious roadway problems. And even around New York City, what's been coming down as snow has not really been sticking on the highways. Back to the south and west, things are looking pretty good tonight for Boston and D.C., but yet another system will bring some snow to Washington for the cherry blossoms come tomorrow night and Tuesday. Christina will have more on that coming up. Meanwhile, there are your snows along the I-95 corridor, all the way from New York up towards Providence, and some heavier snow now in the Boston area. But again, closer to the coast, you're probably getting more rain than snow as you get inland, especially north and west of 495, back towards Worcester and the hills. You get the colder temperatures, and you get a higher risk of that snow sticking on the ground. The snow now inching up 95 towards Portland later on tonight. This whole area will get heavy snow, and tomorrow, too, as the storm intensifies, gets drawn towards the coast and throws the moisture back towards the coast into the interior and the colder air. Now, the question is, of course, is how much is it going to snow to start off your work and school week? There you go, a good swath of 6 to 12. This is through dinner time on Monday, so you're going to have to shovel it and scrape it. But again, it won't be that cold, so it'll clean off the windshield pretty easily, and we'll have more snow coming down the pike in the days to come. One other aspect of the storm we want to alert you to is as that wind has been blowing on